Hello guys, it's Thea with Gingham and Glue. I almost couldn't get my own my own name out. Oh, welcome back. So glad you guys are here. We are going to be doing part 2 of my little ephemera booklet, and at least that's what I'm calling it right now. So I hope everyone's doing okay today. It is unbelievably cold here in Missouri. Oh my gosh, this is the coldest day of winter we've had yet. I think it was 7 degrees this morning at about 8 o'clock, but it felt like -7 with the wind chill. Yeah, it's a little cold. So I'm having a hard time warming up. As you can see, my hands are freezing. Okay, so we left off, we had just attached our pockets to our little booklet, and so now we're going to pick our papers for our little paper pad here in the middle. Excuse me. We yeah, we are going to do our paper pad, and then we're going to make our tags and journaling cards to go in and then decorate. Hopefully we can get this in to one last video. If not, I will definitely do a third one. This is going to be, you know, it for videos for me for the next couple of weeks. Only 2 more days till surgery. I'm so excited. Okay, so I really wanted to try and use up as many of my scraps as I possibly could, but I'm probably going to end up making more scraps because I was having a really hard time picking out paper for this. So yeah, we're going to, I did pull some really fun pieces from one of the paper packs that I had bought from Walmart. All these really fun, amazing papers. They're just so cool. The embossed ones, I thought about using these for the paper pad, but you know, they're going to be a little hard to write on, so we're not gonna do that. But I did pull some of the, you know, plainer papers. This one is textured, but I think you could still write on this. I've got some green paper. I pulled this one too, and this one's textured, so I don't think we're going to use that. I pulled some paper, a scrapbook paper that kind of coordinates with this, which I love, and I think we're definitely going to be using some of these for the tags. This, I love this, absolutely love this. Yeah, I pulled another piece of that one. I think I'm going to be hoarding this one for my next booklet or project, because I love the teal color, and you probably can't see, but there is some teal in this paper, some blue. But I'm going to hoard this because it's just way too pretty to use. I also pulled this one, which I absolutely love. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, love that. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to that. But this one we can definitely use maybe for some journaling cards or something like that. So I've got some lace coffee stained paper. I do have this one. It's pink, but I think it'll go okay. I'm going to go ahead and tear a piece of this one because I want to use the yellow for part of the paper pad. I just need to make sure I am doing the right measurement. I mean, I know the background is yellow too, but I'm going to just add this. So I'm just trying to get this as even as possible. I'm just using my tear ruler. Okay, so let's see. we're gonna go to here. Out there. I don't know. I may shorten that. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this. This is thicker cardstock, but I think it'll still work. So I hope everyone's doing good and you're staying warm. Oh gosh, it's just so cold. So incredibly cold. Even my dogs couldn't handle being out there very long this morning. They were chomping at the bit to come back inside as quickly as possible. My poor little Charlotte, she's my Papillon. She was not out there very long, but as soon as she came inside, she hiked up one of her back legs and she was limping. So I knew at that point, yeah, we're way too cold. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. So I had to warm up her little footsies. My poor baby. No, she was fine. I checked her feet just to be sure, but really truly she was only out there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, if that. So yeah, I felt bad. Okay. So we've got that. I've got some of this blue, it's a food coloring dyed index card, which I desperately need to make more of, as well as some coffee stained paper. This is thicker too, but it's got this beautiful gold in it. I think it's so pretty. I wouldn't go, and I might have mentioned this before in my last video, I wouldn't go more than maybe 12 pages or 12 pieces of paper. Let's see if I can grab that edge. Yeah, my hands are just not wanting to work either because it's just so cold. See if I can, yeah, I grabbed that. Yeah, so my husband and I did some cleaning and organizing last night, so we wouldn't have a whole lot to do today. I can't go in anywhere, like to the store or anything, before surgery, so he's gonna have to run some errands for me today. Get some stuff we need, and which, you know, he was fine with. He's just, oh, I love that. My husband he has just been an absolute saint through all of this the last few years. He just, I feel so bad for him sometimes. Well, a lot of the time, you know, because there are so many times where, you know, I haven't even been able to get out of bed. So he's been a saint. He really helps me out. You know, we're empty nesters for the most part. My youngest son is in college, off at college, and so it's just the two of us, and so we help each other make dinner, and you know, he's kind of physically broken too, which is the other reason why I feel so bad a lot of the time, because he's also in a lot of pain at times. He's got really bad back and ankle issues. So, and he's on his feet a lot at work. I'm going to do a pink. No, I'm not going to do that. I do have this little piece of file folder. That could work. Just tear that little bit off. And I have one that I want in the front more than anything. Let's go with the teal in the front. I guess it's kind of like it's like a baby blue teal almost. Okay, so we've got our little paper pad here. So now I just need to decide what I'm going to use for the top. And I do have this piece of purple, dark purple, which could probably work. Yeah, I'm actually kind of liking that. I know it's pretty bold, but I might, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna just, if I can, trim that off there. And then just cut that just like that. Let me see. I might change this. I'm not sure yet. Hang on. I don't know, guys. I think that might actually work. I'm just looking at my other papers. Well, I could do something like that. I also have this really neat gold one, but I was kind of wanting to do like a tag or a pocket with that. I don't know, that's pretty cool too. Oh, I wasn't as indecisive with my other ones. I think that adds just a little extra element there. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I can always make a small journaling card for one of the pockets out of this, so. Okay. I think that's kind of neat. That just adds a little extra something. A little extra something, something. Okay. So, I'm gonna just do it like that. And then grab my stapler. You don't have to use a stapler. You can use glue or you can sew it, you know, whatever you want to do. I've been using a stapler. Did I get both? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get our glue here and glue this down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to just trim up this side. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Just using my art glitter glue. There Okay, we're just going to press that into place. There we go. Yeah, I've just got to finish up my laundry. We've got to get all of our bedding into the wash and clean our both bathrooms. I wish one of these days I might just have to take a picture and share it. My tub. I have a tub slash shower. The problem is that our tub, well, our tub is like super old, but it's a jacuzzi tub that does not work. It stopped working like quite literally the second week we had been living in this house. And it didn't bother us that it didn't work really. I mean, it would be nice, but I was just like, oh, just leave it. You know, it's super old. We're going to be replacing it eventually anyway. But because it's a jacuzzi tub, whoever put this tub in, I don't know what they were thinking, but the side of the tub is super high. So you literally have to climb into the shower to take a shower. And it can be extremely painful, especially for me, to do that. So I can't wait to replace that thing. But my son's bathroom, it was completely gutted and redone after our house fire in 2019. And so it's beautiful, and it has just a regular walk-in shower, you know, little stall shower. So I will be actually using that bathroom to take showers in when I'm able. So I've got to clean that out and, you know, make sure that that's nice and, you know, sanitary and everything, which, you know, for the most part it is. It's just, my son was supposed to scour the shower before he left to go back to college after the holidays. And of course that did not happen. So I've got to get that taken care of, but, oh, good grief. So yeah, I cannot wait to replace our tub. It's going to be just a regular walk-in tiled shower. We're not going to do a bathtub or anything in there. So yeah, eventually, you know, we keep saying that, and then it never really happens. So, but anyway, okay, so we've got our paper pad. So that's all set. Next thing we're going to do is put our coffee stain. Now you can do whatever you want. If you want to do more pockets here and here, you know, it's totally up to you. I'm going to do coffee stained paper on here so that there's a couple extra journaling spots or 2 journaling spots on here. I'm going to use my lace coffee stained paper. Now one side obviously is darker than the other, and so I just need to decide if I'm going to use the darker side or the lighter side. I mean, you can write on either one. I really love the dark, so I think I'm going to do that. And let's see, so I'm going to just kind of line it up here, giving myself a little bit of a margin. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure this is semi-straight. Okay. Okay, so there's one. And we just need to do the other. Again, just giving myself a little bit of a margin there. Sure it's lined up fairly evenly. Okay. All right. So there's our 2 pieces. Let's go ahead and glue them down. I cannot believe it is Super Bowl Sunday and my Chiefs are playing. I feel so bad because I hadn't followed them at all this year. I don't really know why. Normally I do. I love football. Absolutely love it. But yeah, it's going to be another amazing, amazing game. So really, really excited. Can't wait. Yeah, I found out they were playing the Super Bowl when my husband and I went out for dinner one night and the TV was on the sports channel in the restaurant, and I happened to look up and lo and behold, the Chiefs were going to the Super Bowl again. I was like, how the heck did I miss that? So yeah, I love my Chiefs. Love my Chiefs. Yeah, if any of you follow, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is like, that guy is just amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces of paper down. Now we get to work on tags. So this one's kind of cool. Granted, it's not the same green, but I think it will still work. Plus I've got, you know, some of these leftover pieces. I wonder if I have more of that purple, or what I did with it, to be honest. I thought I had, oh wait, there we go. There we go. Okay. So we've got those. I'm thinking, let's look at some of this other fun paper. So we want to do something like that. Or we could embellish it with some of this and do, I think I want to do a purple, a big purple tag in this. I think. That. I've got that, which would work too. All right, so let's make a tag out of this purple first. Oh, I do love that. Sorry. No, let's go with this. Let's go with this. All right, so I'm going to just mark where I want it to cut off at. I think right here, probably. So I'm going to just put a little mark here, and sorry, I'm just trying to, we'll do to here, and if I need to trim that again, I can. Okay. Oop, come on. Sorry if I'm out of frame. Okay, so let's see. Oh, come on. that's a little tight. So I'm going to trim just a little bit more off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to back this with some of the coffee stain paper. Sorry, my brain just completely went blank. I hate it when it does that. Well, I guess I need to pull another sheet. Do I want the lace or just plain? I think we'll go with the lace. So that'll stiffen it up just a little bit. This is fairly, and I'm so sorry, I meant to mention, when you're picking your 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and I may have said this, you definitely want to try and stick with a double-sided piece, but also a thicker scrapbook paper. You know, you don't want, this is not like copy paper thickness. This is just a bit thicker than that. So copy paper is just going to be way too thin for something like this. So you definitely want a thicker scrapbook paper. So, okay. And then we'll do the light. We're going to do the dark. Yeah, we're going to do the dark. So, okay. So let me get this, whoop, gunking up my glue again. Okay. Line that up. Here's my bone folder. I've got glue on my hands. I am notorious for not getting the glue off my hands quick enough before I touch the paper, and I always end up smudging it. Okay. Just gonna trim that little excess off there. Side, make sure that's covered on the back, and it is. Okay. All right. So now technically, if I wanted to make it even thicker or sturdier, I could have lined this on some cardstock and then done this, but I think this will be okay. Okay, I'm going to just trim my corners. Yeah, I've got to get caught up on my 52 week tag challenge, the slow stitching from Anne. Gotta get caught up on that. I'm hoping I can do it while I'm in bed. I don't know if that's part of the paper or that's glue. I can't tell. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up my sides. like that. I'll flip it over and do this side too. Sorry if I was jiggling the camera. It has to lean up against my desk in order for me to get a good shot, and so if I'm working on here, the camera sometimes gets budged. Okay, so let's do our eyelet, of which I desperately need to order more. I'm almost out. Okay, and let's see. I know it doesn't look like I'm almost out, but the colors that I normally use, I am definitely almost out of. Oh, come on. Yeah, my hand's not working at all. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pick what I want to put in there. Let's look at my lace scraps here. Let's see what I've got here. I do have that. I mean, you could really just do about anything. This is a pink. It's a very, very pale pink. Yeah, I really try hard not to put too much thought into some of this, but it's hard. It's hard. I'm way too picky. You know, I really want it to look nice, and so unfortunately I spend way too much time contemplating that on what I want to use. Let me grab my bigger basket here. Yeah, I think that's it right there. I also need to make another trip to my local secondhand / antique store where I got a lot of this lace and see what they have, if they have any more, because not that I'm really running low, if you know, I just want to, I always want to make sure I'm ahead of the ball with my stock. Otherwise I'll run out of things before I know it, and then okay. So I'm gonna just do that. And then I'm gonna grab some seam binding. Use the blue. Now let's go with a light purple. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is just tie this around. Yep. Just like that, just at the base. And hopefully I left myself enough seam binding to make my little bow. Although I may have to cut more. Oh, I might just get away with it. Might just get away with it. Oops. Sorry, just fussing again. Okay, there we go. And just trim those just like that. Super cute. Okay, so now before we embellish that, let's go ahead and make our tags. What are we at? We're at 36 minutes. Okay, so we're doing all right. I'm gonna just slide that in there for the time being. And let's make our tags. Let's see. Oh, I hear people waking, my husband waking up. The dogs. I do like that, but I think I'm gonna use some of it back here versus here. So I think I'll do this for a journaling card in here. And then I've got, yes? Okay, I got her. Thank you. Did you need something else?
You recording?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My dog wanted into my office with me. Speaking of which, where is she? Charlotte, get over here and lie down. Come on. Come lie down. Get on your pillow. Get on your pillow. Okay, sorry, guys. All right. Again, just kind of I do have some of this, which is really cool. This is tailor-made journals, I think. I think these are, if I remember correctly. Although I was going to use some of the yellow, wasn't I? No, I'm not going to do that. Let's look at the green again. I think that's kind of fun. And I'm going to back this one, because this is pretty thin, I'm going to back this onto cardstock first. I've got some here. If I get it in there and I don't like it, then we'll change it. Okay. I'm going to just glue this down just on plain cardstock. And then we'll line the back of the cardstock with coffee stain paper. All right. Okay. Before I knock that over, which I'm sure I would. Okay. I think we're good there. That's not big enough. There we go. I'll just do a plain background or plain coffee stain paper. All right. Gosh, my hands just will not work today. Just having the hardest time grabbing things. Okay, just trimming up those sides. Okay. All right, so we don't want it to come, or at least I don't want it to come up above there because we're going to be putting a tab there. So where's the pencil? So that's just about the right, almost exactly the right width. So I'm going to cut right there. I've really just made a total disaster of my desk, as you can plainly see. You should have seen it yesterday. Oh my gosh. It was bad. All right, so I'm going to round the corners on this. I'll just make it easier to flip it or pull in and out. Get it? Yes, I did. Okay. It's a little snug. I'll just work that pocket a little bit because it hasn't been. There we go. Okay, I think that'll be okay. And then, do we want to use the same one for this? This one we could actually keep the height on that one. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. We'll make these two matching. Yep, okay. So let's go ahead and ink those up. And I'm keeping these the same because, you know, this pattern is already so busy. I don't want to introduce too many other patterns to this. I mean, you totally can. That's totally up to you. But for me, I want to keep it, you know, not so crazy. With this pattern paper, it's just a lot. I'm just inking up the other side. How are we doing on time? Oh, we are right at 45 minutes. So I don't know, guys. I'm probably gonna have to do a third video today. I think that's gonna have to happen. So okay, I'm gonna grab my little fabric tote here, and excuse me. Just need to decide what material I want to use. That's actually kind of cute, and it kind of goes with the gold. I don't know if you could see that. There's some gold flowers in there. It's just a little strip. Let's see if it'll work on that. It being so little. Yeah, it should be fine. I really like that. I think that looks really cute. And it's even though it's a busy pattern, it's it's just a little bit. So make that tab just a little bit longer. Okay, so we've got that one. And this one. I better make that a little bit longer. Okay. All right. Grab my glue. Do one front side first. And I mean, you could do lace, you could do paper, paper tab. Oops, let me slide that over. Okay. So there's that one. Oh, it's got to go this way. Okay. Glad I checked before I glued that down. Oh, come on. Ah, no, no, no. Okay. Whoop. Okay. There. I think that's super cute. So that goes in that one. And this goes in this one. Okay. So we've got those. What are we at? We got 10 minutes left. So let's make, I don't really have enough to make 2 tags from this. So I'm just gonna look through. I do have enough to do, I think, like that one. And that contrasts really nice with the dark purple. So I think we're gonna do that. And this will definitely go on some cardstock. I've got flyaway papers attaching themselves to me as I go, because I've got too big of a mess on my desk. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this whole thing down. The whole thing. Whatever I don't use, I can use for another project. Okay. Whoop. Glue everywhere. Trying not to get it on the paper, on the right side of the paper. Okay. All right. Grab my my scissors. Probably should have used the paper trimmer for this, but I was telling my sister last night, I'm like lopsided all the time. I have such a hard time cutting a straight line. It always kind of ends up off to one, you know, one side or uneven for the most part. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so now, because I know I'm going to be using this, I'm going to go ahead and add coffee stain paper to this. So I'm going to need a big sheet. Oh, and I've got this. This is, it's got gold, that shimmery gold. This came from, I think it was Jovi. I'm pretty sure it was her. When I purchased my tassel, she sent a bunch of extra paper, and this was one of them. I love this. It's so pretty. I've been wanting to use it. So this is the perfect thing for that. Let me flip that over. Which side do I want to use? I want to use this side. So I'm going to glue this down like that. Lining up my edges. Throw some more glue underneath some edges, but okay. How are we doing? Oh, we got about 5 minutes here, so I don't want to go over as much as I can help it. I'm just going to trim this edge. Okay. There. That's pretty. Oh, so pretty. All right. Okay, so let's do some measuring here. It's just going to come up just a smidge over. I'm going to do right about there. And right about there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut this piece first. Make sure I have enough for the other one. Okay. Just get rid of that pencil mark there. All right, so there's our first one. And then for our second one, we can go a little bit higher. So, yeah, just about there. Okay, so I'll mark there and there. Okay, let's test these out. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's going to be too wide. So let me just trim a piece off. There we go. Still a little snug. I'm going to just a hair more off that. Oh, I need to glue that down. There, that's better. Okay, and then this one, yep, need to come off just a bit on that one. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that one will come up just a little bit up over the top pocket, but I'm perfectly fine with that. So again, I'm going to round the corners on these. How are we doing? We're almost done. I think I need to sharpen my corner rounder. All right, so now we'll just ink up the edges. Yeah, I might have to grab my glue. Okay, now just quickly do the other one. And the other side. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I'm not talking a whole lot today. I'm just tired. I think I'm still waking up, so I apologize for that. But I hope that you guys really like this, and I hope you will give it a try. I would love to see them. All right, so last but not least, we need our, whoops, wrong one. We need our pull tabs. So let's look at my fabric. I do just have plain linen or, muslin, but I don't want that. I could use this one again. Which really does go. It's kind of, matchy-matchy, but let me just double check, see if I see anything else. Anything else? That might work. Let's yeah, I think we'll go with that. I do have part of that flower, which is more of a salmon color, but I think it goes. Maybe I'll do that. Oops. Oh, gosh. Just can't stop knocking things over. What are we at? Oh, we are right at an hour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those two, or I'm going to put this on both of those. And then in our next video, we'll start doing all of the decorating and embellishment. So, okay. I think it's looking super cute already, you guys. I love it. So, all right. Well, I will see you in the next video. And you guys take care, and I'll talk to you again in just a little bit. Bye.